Recently bought the Hobie iTrek 11 for shallow rock river fishing. I wanted a platform that's light for those difficult river put-ins. The iTrek 11 is close to being the perfect yak for my needs, but it has a couple weaknesses. In this video, we're going to rig this kayak out to make one of those weaknesses a strength, and we'll get our tournament ready for the Hobie BOS on the Susky. So the three things that I want to fix with my rigging is riggability. So there's no track mounts on this kayak. There's nowhere to add rod holders, gear storage, a place to put your pliers or your used baits or baits you have on deck. There's no way to anchor currently. I'm looking to add a drag chain, a way to anchor in current. With this being an open paddleboard type platform, the fish can flop off the board really easy. And in tournaments, that's kind of a nightmare. So I wanted a way to kind of be able to keep those fish trapped in if they do flop off the board. Install time, you're going to need some Michael Jackson white gloves, a Hrail adapter kit, you're going to need 2 of those. You're going to need 4 YakAttack Switchpad flexible mounts. You don't need the one with the Mighty mounts already attached. And then you'll need 1 with the Mighty mount Switchpad attached if you want to do the anchor. You'll need 4 Hrail Starport HDs. You'll need 3 packs of these 1/4 20 3/4 inch bolts. I picked those up at Lowe's. You get them at any hardware store. You're going to need the HH66 vinyl cement. So the idea with this install is that you can pop off the Hrails easily. So they just pop off with a switch off of the Hrail adapter kit. So that way the kayaks can still fold up. That was really important to me to be able to still be able to fold up the kayak. So these Hrails do pop off in 5 seconds. So the first thing you're going to want to do is attach the adapter piece to the Hrail. So you can see I'm doing that here. So you'll have a washer that goes on the bottom, and you'll want to take the screw and put it from the bottom up through the piece there, and then screw that into the Hrail itself. So that way that stays attached to the Hrail, and then that adapter piece is what goes into the starport, so you can pop the Hrails off. The next step is going to be to map out where you want your Hrails. So I did that with the Hrails attached completely. I kind of lined them up where I liked them and took just a pencil and outlined where I wanted them to go. I did want to make sure that I put these in a place where they wouldn't be on the fold lines. So if you position the back Hrail, as you can see as I have here, about 1 inch or 2 in front of the valve cover where you air it up, it won't affect the folding at all. You're going to want to sand both surfaces, so you want to sand up the bottom of the switch pad pretty good, and also lightly sand the kayak in the space that you outlined where it's going to go. This will help the glue stick a lot better. So you definitely want to sand. After you're sanded, you're going to want to clean your surface with acetone. I believe rubbing alcohol will probably work as well, but acetone is really good for getting off any grit and grime, dirt, dust from sanding, and a clean surface is going to be really important for that glue to stick. If you weren't already, this would be a really good time to put on your MJ gloves. So after you're done sanding, what you're going to want to do is go ahead and apply the glue to both surfaces, but you'll go ahead and apply that to both the switch pad and to the kayak in between the area that you taped off. It says to wait 3 to 5 minutes until the glue starts getting tacky, and you can see here I stuck the edge of it down. It already was sticking. I had to kind of pull it off. So it is pretty tacky, so you'll want to line that up, and after you line it up, you'll go ahead and push all that down. Start in the center, push out all the air bubbles, work your way to the outer edge. And I hold that thing on there, at least for a minute, maybe a couple, and then really hold down the areas that go around a curve. So you can see here in this one, I'm just demonstrating the switch pad I put on for the anchor. So you repeat this process for all 4 switch pads, and the 5th one could be for the anchor and the bow or the stern. I chose to go with the drag chain, and then let that glue cure for 24 hours, and you're good to go. So now you have a fully rigged out kayak that is tournament ready. I used this in the Susquehanna tournament. I didn't lose a single fish off the board. I was able to use my gear bucket, which had my baits on deck, as well as my pliers and used baits, things like that. And then I had rod holders, YakAttack accessory on the Hrail that I could have a rod stager for when I'm taking a fish off the hook or tying up on a new bait. And then I also used one facing backwards as additional horizontal rod storage in addition to my black pack. If you got any value from this video, go ahead and flick the like button for me. If you have any questions about the install or about the iTrek 11 at all, let me know and I'll get back to you down in the comments. And if you want to see more of the iTrek 11 rigging, fishing shallow rocky rivers, then go ahead and subscribe. I'll have more content coming out. Peace!
I got a big one on. I got a jumbo on.